27-26. Prairie Hawks still with a 1-point lead. Pat Weldon looking for help. Mike Kleppe in the game now to help out the Hawks. Furler, Hupper, three-ball blocked in there by Keeter.
A nice defensive play by Keeter that time. The Hawks have done an excellent job of keeping Keeter out of the game at the offensive end.
Furler, Mike Kleppe. Oh, nice move. I tell you, he beat Keeter that time, and all Schultz had to do was stand there and let him take the basket. Lamanek, he's hot, off the back. Oh, nice use of the glass that time.
Lamanek with 6 points for City High off the bench.
I tell you, the Hawks are forgetting to, here's Furler, 15-footer. Oh. Keeter with the rebound. 29-28, Hawks still with that 1-point lead. 4 minutes and 33 seconds left in the first half. Keeter inside, guarded by Mike Kleppe. A nice soft jumper.
Kleppe had to hold off that time.
Byron Young with the foul. City Hawks now with a 1-point lead, 30-29. That's Roan's first foul. Roan was a fullback, or in football he was a receiver and a defensive back. Points now for Mike Kleppe, looking for number 13 here, tied it up for the Hawks. Correction, 9 points. Byron Young, guarded by Hupfer, rebounded in there by Roan, puts it up and in. Hupfer waiting for help here. Furler, Roan got away with a foul. Keith Kleppe deep in the corner. Air ball. Byron Young behind the back dribble. Hupfer guarding Roan. Oh, fall away jumper. A 4-point lead now for the Little Hawks. Coach Denny Thiessen calls a timeout.
14 points for Byron Young, who was really put on a display for City High. Cedar Rapids Prairie being led by Jason Furler and Mike Kleppe, who've done fine jobs on this end. Jerry, this game is everything we want it to be. Hawks are down 4, and they just got to be able to stay a little cool and work for those shots. I think good things are going to happen for them tonight.
There's a peek into the Prairie Hawk huddle.
Yeah, 14.
Coach Denny Thiessen. 3 minutes and 43 seconds left here in the first half. The Little Hawks from City High have a 4-point lead, 34-30. No one in foul trouble yet. Mike Kleppe's got 2 fouls. Lamanek has 2 fouls. Everybody else has none or 1.
You're right, I can't. Both these teams, you know, Iowa City being number 1 in the conference, aren't they?
Well, absolutely. They're number 1 in the state.
In the state.
Last year and this year. Hupfer, nice pass to... You know, Eric Smith forgot to put it up.
One too many passes that time, Jerry.
But, you know, I tell you what, there's some big guys in there. Well, no, Keeter's sitting down. No, there's Keeter right there. Keeter decides to take it across himself. Roan kicks it off to Lamanek. Lamanek there with his, what, 8 points. Another turnover, Hawks. I tell you, the Hawks have lost the ball down here trying to get it to the right side deep 3 times this half. Roan inbounds it to Keeter. 6-point lead here by the Little Hawks from City High. Oh, what a spin move by Byron Young off the glass. 30-8.
18 for Young.
18 for Byron Young. Well, off a City High foot. Hawks need a basket desperately now. Eric Smith in to rebound it. No one's moving here. Here's Mike Kleppe. Eric Smith will put it up now off the glass. 32-38. Hawks needed that basket. Now they got to play defense. I tell you, this City High team is explosive.
They really are. They're tremendously quick, Jerry. Nice rebound there. Let's see if the Hawks are going to get it. City High will get it. Jerry, I think the thing about it is this Prairie team has never looked slow to me. We're up against an extremely quick Iowa City team tonight. And I'll tell you what, those guys, I'll tell you, are something else on the quickness end, making Prairie look slow.
Keeter knocked off a Iowa City High player. Inbound. Roan or Byron Young tried to steal it. There's Smith off the glass. Rebound by Roan. Holy cow, did he go for that one, Paul?
Really did. Does a nice job on the boards.
Keeter. That's 2. 32-40. City High leads. Lomanek with the good rebound. Chad Flynn comes in. Byron Young gets a well-deserved rest, carrying 18 points with him in the first half. We still have 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Turnover Hawks. Roan, 42-32. It's a 10-point spread now. Hawks just got to quit turning the ball over. Mike Kleppe will go in all the way. There we go, 34-42 with 1 minute, 59 seconds left. 11 points for Mike Kleppe. Shad Flynn. They're going to go inside with it. Flynn, he wants the three-pointer. Here's Keeter, triple team. Shot in there by Schultz off the back of the rim. Oh, I tell you what, Keith Kleppe got away with a foul there. No, it's not over the back. Keith Kleppe, oh, that's free, 37-42. City High with the lead, minute, 25 seconds left, first half. Flynn wants the three-pointer. Lomanek. Schultz looking for Roan. There's Keeter. Keeter get it into Roan. There's got to be 3 seconds in there. Roan with the 2 points, 44-37. Eric Smith having trouble getting the ball across. Eric Smith with 2 turnovers, consecutive turnovers, and then he fouls.
That's a good foul. Eric has plenty of fouls to give, and that was a good one to give right there.
That's only the team foul, number 3 on the Prairie Hawks. Eric Smith just had trouble getting the ball up. He takes a seat on the bench. You got Furler, Hupfer, Mike and Keith Kleppe into the game, along with, I believe that's Pat Weldon over there, if I can see his number.
It is.
Pat Weldon, 56 seconds left here. Lomanek with the second try. Off to the back rim. Hupfer with the rebound, gives it to Mike Kleppe. He brings it across the line. Weldon. Keith Kleppe with the drive. And a foul in there. I think that's Shad Flynn. Flynn's number 2. Second foul. Keith Kleppe for 2 shots. Sure glad to see Keith in there. He's been out the last 2 games with this flu that's going around. Makes it a 6-point spread, 38-44. Cuts it down to 5 with 46 seconds left in the first half. Aaron Blecko into the game. Keith Kleppe taking a rest. Hawks got to play good defense now with 40 seconds left here. Schultz will shoot the three-pointer. Rebound in there by the Prairie Hawks, Pat Weldon. Now, this is where you got to take one shot here with 27 seconds left. Weldon. Hupfer. Prairie Hawks got to take some time off the clock. All the way over to Pat Weldon. Gets fouled by Roan. Nothing called. Blecko gets it inside to Mike Kleppe. It went in and out. 7 seconds left. Byron Young with the miss. And I tell you, Mike Kleppe went running down the court. He thought he had it. So at the end of the first half, the score is 44 for City High, 39 for the Prairie Hawks.
As we take a break here at halftime, I want to look at the scoring here real quickly. Jason Lomanek off the bench, Jerry, with 8 points, and he's really done a fine job of penetrating. He's had 4 layups. You can bet that Coach Denny Thiessen, talking to the Hawks down there, don't give him the layup. Put him on the free throw line, make him shoot the free throws. He was 0 for 2 after we fouled him on that last one, so that didn't go undetected by Denny Thiessen.
Absolutely right. Well, I'll tell you what. I think we'll go ahead and get the stats for City High here.
Okay, the other scoring here, Brian Keeter has a total of 3 field goals for 6 points. Michael Rohn, 8 points on 4 field goals. Byron Young has just been unconscious here in the first half. 8 field goals, 2 free throws, 18 points. Blake Schultz with 5, including a 3-point field goal for the Little Hawks. And that's the scoring for the Little Hawks of Iowa City. For the Prairie Hawks, Mike Kleppe got in foul trouble early. He had to sit out much of the early second period and late first period with 11 points, 4 field goals, 3 free throws. Keith Kleppe has come back from the flu with 2 3-point goals and 2 free throws for 8. Trent Mitchell with 2 free throws for 2. Sean Noby did a fine job. Picked up a field goal for the Hawks while Kleppe was out of there. Eric Smith with 2 points. Jason Furler, 3 field goals and a free throw for 7. Justin Hopper off the bench with a total of 7 points. And how do you like the lineup tonight? I liked what Coach Thiessen did. Justin Hopper's was a great 6th man for this team last year. Coach put him back into that situation tonight because he just seems like he's a super 6th man.
Well, he comes off the bench and looking for those 3-pointers, and it was a good sign when he hit that first one there. And it just, the Hawks, we didn't keep track of turnovers, but the Hawks probably had about 10 turnovers, and most of those were forced by City High, of course. But this is unbelievable the way the City Hawks or the Prairie Hawks are staying up with the defending state champions, and they're so far rated number 1, 13-0. The Prairie Hawks are trying to get back to a 7-7 season, and Coach Denny Thiessen's got these Hawks geared up. This is great.
No question about it, Jerry. I thought one of the key points in the first period was when Kleppe took the ball to the basket with the Hawks leading 9-2. And I felt if Kleppe had made that basket to give the Hawks an 11-2 lead, Jerry, I think it would have put some pressure on the City Hawks, and it would have been interesting to see if the City High Hawks would have been able to come back and be as strong as they were in the first half. But I'll tell you, Byron Young has just done a fantastic job. Hawks have done a pretty good job on Keeter. You know, when you figure Kleppe was out of there for 4 minutes and they've still held him to 6 points, that has to make Coach Denny Thiessen pretty happy.
Okay, your foul situation right now, Mike Kleppe has 2 fouls on the Prairie Hawks, and on the City High, you got Shad Flynn and Lomanek with 2 each, and the rest have 1 or none. So we'll be back for second half action right after this. Just about ready for second half action. You're watching Cox Cable Channel 36, Voice of Cedar Rapids Prairie. Prairie Hawks on the floor, Mitchell, Furler, Keith and Mike Kleppe, and Pat Weldon, the original starting 5. Schultz, Young, Rohn, Flynn, and Keeter. And for the Little Hawks, Trent Mitchell looking for a pass. And Mike Kleppe shoots and rebound in there by Keith Kleppe. Keith Kleppe puts it up, rebound in there, or blocked in there by Keeter. Holy cow, the Hawks did everything they could there. Didn't come away with anything. Keeter defended by Kleppe. Long pass over here. Schultz gives it back to Byron Young. Gets it into Keeter. Keeter spins, double teamed in there. Rebound by Kleppe. That's Keith Kleppe. Pat Weldon gets it down to Mike Kleppe. Nothing happening there. Pat Weldon gives up the 3-pointer. Mike Kleppe goes inside against Keeter. Used the basket well that time. So Mike Kleppe gets his 13th point. Young inside to Keeter. There's two. Makes a score 46-41. Lead by City High. 12-footer. Missed. Rebound in there by Byron Young. Skied. Defended in there by Trent Mitchell. 15 jump shot. Rebound in there by, Rowe picked up the garbage. And Pat Weldon picks up his first foul. That's the first team foul for the Prairie Hawks from Prairie. Besides Roan here, who's a potential Division I football player, who are the other Division I potentials out there, Paul?
I think Byron Young and I think Keeter for Iowa City are Division I, and I think Mike Kleppe is a Division I football player and also has a chance to be a Division I basketball player.
Roan, up and in, 47-41. Byron Young with the steal, knocked away by Weldon, and Kleppe gets it. Mitchell. Pat Weldon, three-pointer. Air ball. And Keith Kleppe tried to carpetbag his way into saying that Byron Young knocked it out of bounds, went running back down the court with a big smile on his face. Byron Young with that first half offensive display of 18 points. Here's number 20 for him right there.
Byron Young moved to Iowa City a year ago. He's from Kansas City, Missouri originally.
What a move. Kleppe gets it into Mike Kleppe. Mike Kleppe missed the two-footer. Schultz wheels and deals out there, gets it out to Byron Young. Ball. Oh, what a move in there by Roan. That ball was tipped away by one of the Prairie guards. Furler looking for help. Gets it over here to Keith Kleppe. Keith Kleppe to, yes, sir, Trent Mitchell.
That's 4 points for Trent Mitchell, Jerry. What a nice play. Got the guy up in the air and then just powered up strong. Got the two, has a chance for three.
Byron Young with his second foul scores 43-51. City High. Look at the speed on Byron Young. Gets the ball inside to Roan. Defended in there by Keith Kleppe. That's 12 points for Roan. 14-foot jump shot by Mike Kleppe. 45-53, City High. 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Schultz thinks about it. Flynn gets it into Roan. Jump ball in there. Defended well in there by Keith Kleppe. Keith Kleppe and Mike Kleppe, they aren't spelled the same. Keith, his last name is spelled C-L-E-P-P-E, and Mike Kleppe, number 50 for, number 50 is spelled with a K. Shot missed in there. Some of the City High parents below us. Keith Kleppe with the miss. Byron Young with the rebound.
We got to set up. We got to take good shots.
15-foot jump shot by Byron Young. He's a 2-on-3. Mike Kleppe, Roan. Mike Kleppe. Tell you, Mike is starting to come through now.
17 for Mike.
Looked like a travel in there, and they're going to get Keith Kleppe with the foul. We got the score sheet corrected, and the board is wrong. Mike Kleppe is number 52. I tried to convince everybody he's number 50, but we know who the big guy is. That's Keith Kleppe's first foul. First, missed in there by Keeter. Rebound by Kleppe. think that's about 8 rebounds for the big guy. Ball knocked out of bounds by a Little Hawk. Hupper going to inbound it. Furler out at the point here. I tell you, that Byron Young, he's a force, isn't he? Lamanek with a great rebound and kept from traveling. Byron Young gets it inside to Keeter. Keeter with a bad, I was going to say, it's a bad angle shot, but he puts it in. Boy, there wasn't much room. He was underneath that basket. Double team in here against Furler. Hupper with a three-pointer. Boom! 59-50.
10 for Justin Hupper. A big three-point goal. Now the Hawks need to stop City High on this possession and come back and score.
That's the 11th field goal for Byron Young. Hupper. Aaron Vlecko gets it inside to Mike Kleppe. Back to Vlecko. Hupper will take the three-pointer. Couldn't buy it that time. Byron Young with the rebound. 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. 11-point lead, 17-footer off the back of the glass. Mike Kleppe with his 9th rebound. Furler gets it over here to Aaron Vlecko. Vlecko looked for somebody inside Hupper. Nice feed by Hupper, and Trent Mitchell with his 6th point. 52-61. Just a 9-point lead in here. I'll tell you what, these Prairie Hawks just are not letting City High take over this game right here. But it's just like on the verge of City High exploding here. Oh, nice shot in there by Schultz. Blake Schultz makes an 11-point lead for his Little Hawks. Mike Kleppe gets it off to Vlecko with a 17-footer off the back of the rim. Rebounded there by Roan. Kicks it up here to Byron Young, looking for help. Schultz drives the baseline. Defended well in there by Lamanek. Got in his way. Keeter. Oh, my goodness. What a rebound in one single motion. Slammed the ball in. That's Byron Young. Byron Young is only 6'2", Paul Betcher. Kleppe with the basket. 11-point lead now for the City High. I'll tell you what, that last basket by Byron Young could have been that Keeter with the turnaround jump shot. I said it could have been the basket that nailed the coffin shut, but nice drive in there by Mike Kleppe. Puts it up, and they said he stepped on the line, but it was a nice move by the big guy.
Jerry, this is a long ways from over. We got 9 minutes to play. A lot of more basketball to play.
Now, Brian Keeter's sophomore brother, Scott Keeter's in the game. And timeout on the floor with 1 minute, 13 seconds left here in the third quarter. A 13-point lead here by City High, 67-54. There's City High huddle in there. Head coach Tim Linder talking to his Little Hawks, assisted by Bob Robinson and Bart Supel.
Well, Jerry, we got 1 minute and 13 seconds to go here in the third quarter, a full fourth quarter of action. Still plenty of time for the Hawks.
Lamanek's going to inbound it here for the City Hawks. We got too many Hawks playing on the floor today. We'll just call them Iowa City. Flynn, the last of the Flynn brothers, they've all been quarterbacks. 3-point by Lamanek, missed, and then went up in the air 5 feet and dropped right through the net. 70-54. The Prairie needs a basket. Aaron Vlecko looks cross court to Furler. Furler brings it inside. Keith Kleppe with the three-pointer. Nothing but net. That was a big basket there by Kleppe. 57-70, 13-point lead. You know, with the three-pointers going down for the Prairie Hawks, should open up that inside. Lamanek gets it inside to the little Keeter, and the Scott Keeter, I call him little, he's 6'6", just a sophomore. Hupper, Fuller with a long three-pointer off the back of the rim, rebound by Mike Kleppe, soft jumper, rebounded in there by Shad Flynn. Flynn, 16-footer. Aaron Fleckel, almost off the rim. So that's the end of the third quarter. The score is 72 for Iowa City High, 57 for Cedar Rapids Prairie.
Scoring for the Little Hawks, 26 points for Byron Young, 12 points for Michael Roan, 12 for Todd Kennedy. Make that Brian Keeter for a total of 11 points for Jason Lamanek. And Blake Schultz is in with a total of 7 points. That's a scoring for Little Hawks for Prairie. Mike Kleppe with 19 points. For the Prairie Hawks, Keith Kleppe has come in with 11 points. Trent Mitchell has got 6. Jason Fuller with 7 points. Justin Upper with 10 points. And that's a scoring for 3 quarters of action. Hawks 15 in arrears, trying to come back here now in the fourth quarter. Iowa City, I'd like to know what their shooting percentage is, Jerry. It's got to be way, way up there.
Well, why ask me? You're keeping stats tonight, Paul.
You gave me this official sheet. I'm used to working on a piece of toilet paper.
Hawks inbounded in here. Well, they got 8 minutes now here to try to make this 15-point deficit. Hopper, Trent Mitchell looking inside. They got a cutter. That was Furler. Defended it well in there. Mike Kleppe hits the bottom of the net. 59-72. Back to that 13-point lead. Hawks need to defend in here. That's Kennedy. Gets it inside to Scott Keeter. And the ball goes in. And the foul is going to be on Trent Mitchell. That's only number 1 on Trent. That's something else. Scott Keeter, the sophomore, comes in the game, and his first 2 field goals are good, and he's 0 for 1 from the free throw line. That's rebounded in there by Mike Kleppe. Wheels and deals in there by Mitchell. Mitchell looking for the cutter, and there he is. That's Furler. And was ball saved in there by Kennedy. And off the knee of Shad Flynn. I tell you, Shad Flynn, the quarterback for City High, really tried to get that ball under control, but it went off his knee and out of bounds. So the Prairie Hawks now going to try to cut into that 15-point lead. Furler looking for a cutter. And this Hupfer, nice pass in there. Back to Mitchell with a 2-point try, missed. Rebounded in there by Roan.
Nice rebound by Mike Roan, and we're going to get a foul called on Trent Mitchell's third personal foul.
So that's number 2 for Mitchell. There's quite a collision over there.
I don't know how many of these kids are playing football, but I'm beginning to understand now why we have to take our lumps when we go down there to play them every year. They got some real athletes on this team.
Well, Shad Flynn is the Lamanek with the basket. And a blocking foul on Scott Keeter. A charging foul? They called that a charging foul?
I think it rolled out of bounds that time, Jerry.
Oh, okay. Oh, I tell you, Coach Denny Thiessen is really harping at the referee. That's the first time in 2 years I've seen Coach Thiessen do that. And I tell you what, he's saying there was a blocking foul on the young Keeter boy against Mike Kleppe. Just go ahead and call it.
Well, I'll tell you, when you're number 1 in the state, you're going to get a lot of breaks on the officiating, and you know, I've always believed that, you know, whether you're a talking pro baseball or high school basketball or amateur track, it's the same thing. They're going to give it to the #1 team in the state. You got to beat them. I'll tell you, Denny right now, he's got 6 minutes and 40 seconds. The Hawks are down 17, but you know, Jerry, Prairie is going to play this team twice more this season, and you can bet that Denny is already looking ahead at his coaching.
The reason he said twice more, we're going to go down to ball stolen away there by Furler. Gets to Mitchell. Mitchell missed. Rebound in there by the big guy, Mike Kleppe, with the tip-in basket. Oh, he worked hard for that one. That's number 23 for Mike Kleppe. Schultz wheels and deals. And rebound in there by Keith Kleppe. Lamanek. Oh, I tell you, Shad Flynn with a beautiful block. But he got him on the arm. So Shad Flynn now with his third foul.
I tell you, you gotta be proud of these Little Hawks. I mean, they're really hustling down here. By the Little Hawks, I mean the Prairie Hawks. They're not ready to drop out of this game yet.
Absolutely not. Hupper up the line shooting 2. Up and in. Makes it a 14-point difference. 62-76. 6:13 left here in the fourth and final quarter. That's 11 points now for Hupper. Number 12. Coming into the game is Brian Keeter. Sitting down is Kennedy. So you got the 2 Keeter boys in there. Byron Young comes in. Young brings the ball up. Young's another football player. He looks it too. Flynn. You got a high post and low post. The Keeter boys in there. 18-footer in there by Byron Young. Scott Keeter with the rebound, puts it up and in. He's 3 for 3 from the field. 78-63, that 15-point lead again. Trent Mitchell defended in there by Byron Young. Mitchell gets it in. Gets it into Kleppe. Byron Young with the steal. Oh, nice feed in there. Missed. Scott Keeter missed his first field goal tonight. Okay, 5 minutes and 26 seconds left here. 15-point lead in here. Furler went inside again.
I can't remember when we've seen such a fast-paced game in high school basketball, at least in this Prairie gym.
Brian Keeter with the turnaround stuff. 15 points again. Prairie Hawks just can't get it into single digits. Kleppe works. Air ball. Scott Keeter with the rebound. Gives it to Byron Young. "15-foot jump shot by Byron Young. Unbelievable game for Young. And Coach Denny Thiessen calls a timeout with 4 minutes and 39 seconds left. 65-82, City High.
Yeah, Jerry, the Hawks are just a little bit off their game. I think they're just about a half a step off. They're doing things right now that aren't natural. You know, Mitchell trying to penetrate on the far side there, and you see Kleppe that time trying to put up a shot that he wasn't set for. This team has got to get their legs under when they shoot, go to their game plan, stay with it, and just do the things that they've done successfully all year. And I think if they do, they'll gain some confidence for the next time these two teams meet down at Iowa City here in a few weeks.
I didn't finish that. We're going to go down to Iowa City's game or gym and play there, and then in the districts we got to play City High in their same gym.
No question about it. I'll tell you, a big task for this team, but I'll tell you, I like this Prairie team. They got a lot of people that can play. They put a lot of pressure on you. They just got to play under control. They need a little bit more experience out of their young players.
Mike Kleppe missed in there, and I don't think he got fouled, but it was close. Flynn gets to Young. Young's a hot one. Furler's got his hands full, and Furler picks up, that's not Furler, that's Hupfer. That's his first personal. into the game is number 10, Brian Jones. Any relation there, George?
That's Brian's first go into the game, and I understand in the locker room, Coach Thiessen says, Brian, we got to put some pounds on you. We're going to have to start feeding you some kolaches or something.
Rebounded in there by Furler. Furler gets across to Keith Kleppe. Nice move by Kleppe. Gets it to Mike Kleppe, up and in. 82-67, 4 minutes and 10 seconds left. Got 3 guys guarding in there. I'll tell you what, triple team in there. Byron Young can't believe it. I don't know, I couldn't see whether or not it went off a Prairie Hawk hand, but we need a break now and then. With an 82-67 deficit, you need a break. 3-point try by Keith Kleppe, missed, rebounded in there by City Hawks. That's number 25, Blake Schultz. Upper with a good defense, triple team again. Byron Young gets it out here to Shad Flynn. Flynn over to back in deep inside. There's Byron Young into the paint. Missed in there. Keith Kleppe with another rebound. And they called that a jump ball. Holy cow, I'm telling you.
Jerry, I'll tell you what, if this game is moving so fast, out there that they have to anticipate.
You're on a position! You can't make that call!
Okay, on the ball, that's Young. Young is going to go downtown. Shot is right in there. Flynn that time with a three-pointer.
Keith Kleppe's going to put the layup in, up and in. 84-69. 15-point lead. Brian Keeter. Young defended in there by Hupfer. He hooked him that time. Triple teamed here. Ball stolen away by the Prairie Hawks. Kleppe.
(84-69) here with 3:08 to play. Byron Young will inbound here against pressure from Justin Hupfer. Shad Flynn with a basketball. Flynn across the center line. Over here to Keeter now.
Byron Young. Blake puts it in. I tell you, Blake Schultz. You know, you're right about the referees giving the breaks to the #1 ranked team. Yeah, you know, I just saw 2 of them. Keith Kleppe with the three-pointer makes the score 72-87. Back to that 15-point deficit.
I think Keith's just tied a school record with 4 3-point goals.
That's exactly right. Brian Keeter with the turnaround jumper, up and in. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. 17-point lead by City High. Weldon gives it to Furler, guarded by, ball knocked away by Byron Young. Hupfer looks for somebody to give it to, and why not give to the big guy? And he rebounds it. Keeter rebounded it. And maybe it's a get-even call.
What's that?
Maybe it's a get-even call.
I don't know, Jerry, if that was or not. He had a little body on him. Dave Evans over there, getting into the act up here. George, you're quiet tonight.
Oh, I tell you, I'm still exhausted from the wrestling match last night.
Of course, we're talking about the 73 consecutive victory for another miss in there by Mike Kleppe, but rebounded by Hupfer. Pat Welding with a three-pointer off the back, rebounded in there by traveling in there. Nice pry in there by Schultz. We're talking about where Prairie won their 73rd consecutive against Metro competition. They beat Jefferson Jayhawks in their own gym last night. Quite an accomplishment. Hupfer up the front, wheels and deals on Flynn. Gets it into Mike Kleppe, back out to Weldon. Here's Keith Kleppe with the school record. No, not yet. He can't buy his 5th three-pointer. Hupfer double teaming up over there on Schultz. And Mike Kleppe's going to get called. That's going to be number 3 on Mike Kleppe.
That's amazing. That's only Kleppe's 3rd. You know, he got 2 of them bing in the first quarter, and he's played almost the rest of the game and just picked up his 3rd foul.
Byron Young, we're going to need a calculator to count his points. First one's good. Makes the score 90-72.
29 for Byron Young.
Well, he gets my vote as an MVP for the City High team. The even 30 scored 91-72, a minute 46 seconds left. Keith Kleppe dribbles around, gives it back here to Mike Kleppe. Keith Kleppe, 5 points, school record! I'll tell you, that's number 5 for three-pointers. He eclipsed the school record held by 6 Prairie Hawks over the years. He just eclipsed Paul Gavin, David Grobby, Wes Bruns, Gary Eiler, and Mark Kleppe, only 5. So now, with the most three-point field goals made in a game, you're going to have number 30, Keith Kleppe. Well, I'm sure he would trade that school record right now for a victory here. But I'll tell you, with a minute 13 seconds left, it's just going to make the difference what the score is going to be at the end of the game. 16-point lead here by the City High Little Hawks. Byron Young just looking for his 32nd point. He could earn him on the free throw line.
No question about it. You know, I don't know if you can run with this Iowa City team, Jerry. You almost have to slow the game down to beat them, I think. I don't think you can run with them.
Just how many points has that number 35 got?
31.
Holy cow. That kid's a ball player. Does he play football, Jerry?
Yes, he was a defensive back. And a receiver.
11 for Furler.
Furler with double figures now, 11. 77-93, 46 seconds left here. Hawks from Prairie have not given up. Double team in there on Byron Young. Shad Flynn goes inside. Keith Kleppe guarded him, and ball rebounded in there by Furler. Furler is 1 on 4, so he holds it up. Pat Weldon with the three-pointer off the back of the rim, and Mike Kleppe, Shad Flynn knocked the ball out of, there's 15-footer there by Furler. That's number 13 for him. 79-93, and Furler picks up his first personal.
Tell you, there's going to be about 25 kids that are going to sleep tomorrow morning. Thank goodness it's Saturday morning. This has been a racehorse game, and it's been great for the people to watch.
Wholesale changes in there. Chris Bowersox come in. Sean Noby for the Prairie Hawks. Brian Jones checking in. Also, Mance checks in. Mike Kleppe sits down. Hupfer sits down. Furler sits down. Also in for the City Hawks is David Austin. And Byron Young sits down with and first free throw in there by Brad Schultz is good. Takes the score 94-79. Got 15 seconds left in the game. Also coming in is number 31, Pete Simon, 6'1" junior. And sitting down is Brian Keeter, and the Iowa City fans give him a big hand. I'm sure if Blake Schultz makes this, he's going to sit on the bench. Somebody will be replacing him. Up and in. And number 11 comes in. That's Robert Moyer. And nice hand in there by Blake Schultz. So with 15 seconds left, we'll just sit back and watch it. Ball off the hands of David Austin. 4 seconds left, 95-79. Nice bucket in there by Keith Mance. Chris Bowersock cut the ball inside. A long shot in there by number 31. That's the end of the game. The score, 95 for City High, 81 for Prairie.
I sure couldn't argue that they're probably number 1 in the state. This is as good a game as the Prairie Hawks have played that I've seen this year, and by golly, we stayed with them most of the way, but They're a very, very talented and deep team. They got a lot of players off the bench.
Yeah, absolutely, and they got, like you say, they got depth, they got height, and they got good coaching. And the Prairie Hawks just didn't have the horses tonight. They played their hearts out, and the Prairie Hawks student section and the parents were giving them a big hand as the game ended, saying job well done. But I'll tell you what, Denny Thiessen's not happy with any loss, whether it's a #1 team or not. That's exactly the way he went to the state championship when he coached Bettendorf. He beat the #1 team to get there. And, you know, I talked to him the other night. He felt that he could come into the, he felt that he could defend these Little Hawks and play with them. And even though it was a 14-point deficit, the Little Hawks, like you say, George, were just too powerful tonight. And the trouble is we got to play them in a district.
Oh, is that right? Is that
yeah.
Well, you know, like I was started at the top of the show, you know, 1981, I believe it was, Iowa City High had a tremendous team, was expected to go to state and probably win it all that year, and we played the game at Iowa City West. I can still remember Coach Bob Jennings, you know how red he gets when those games get tight. I mean, he was just as red as a beet, and we knocked him off that year, took him out of the districts. We went on to play Kennedy the very next game, and then they took us out of it. But what a memory that was, and I'm sure the Little Hawk coaching staff is not going to let these kids forget that when comes district time.
Clear in the background there, you see head coach, football coach for Prairie, Coach Jonek, way in the back there, standing by the black column there. I'm sure that he's going to come back, bounce back from his first year. Won 3 games, but I'll tell you what, he was in all of them.
You know, I don't think we play City High first game off next year.
Well, that's something new. That's been a tradition, I thought.
I know it, you know, and I just would like to play City High sometime when we have a game or two under our belt. I think we always get them when we got a few jitters, a lot of new players, and they've taken it to us quite a few years in a row.
Well, I don't know what it's going to be like to play a City High in football and not have a Flynn as quarterback. He's the last of 3 brothers, and they were all quarterbacks. You know, it's just like looking at the Prairie Hawks. You know, you go back, and there's always been a Jones on there playing. Not as a quarterback, that's for sure, but usually in the line. But then you turn around and you look at this tradition the Flynn's had down there in Iowa City, and he's a super kid. Like I said, he's a National Honor Society student, and we don't mind those kids graduating and going on to college as long as we don't have to play them again in football.
The only time we really don't, the only time we disagree with them, Jerry, is when they blow the whistle to start the game. As soon as the game's over, you know, they're just another kid to us, and we wish them all the luck in the world.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to sign off here right after we get the stats here in this game, and. Tell you what, Paul, you got them added up, or we'll just give you a few seconds?
You know, Channel 36 bylaws clearly state statisticians are supposed to come up with the numbers to add up. Gentlemen, I haven't come through tonight. There are 176 points scored in this game. I can only come up with 172. I will take my 2-game suspension after tonight. But here's what I got. Starting out for the victorious Iowa City Little Hawks, Byron Young, just an outstanding ball game tonight. He had 13 field goals, 6 free throws, 32 points to lead all scores. Brian Keeter did a fine job in the post, 8 field goals for 16 points. Jason Lamanek with 5 field goals plus 2 3-point goals, so actually 7 field goals for 16 points. Blake Schultz had 9. Scott Keeter in with 6 points. Michael Rohn with 6 field goals for 12 points. For the Prairie Hawks, Mike Kleppe, another real strong game tonight, 27 points for Kleppe. Keith Kleppe setting a school record with 5 3-point field goals tonight to go with 2 free throws for a total of 18. Jason Furler with 13 points. Justin Huffer in a 6-man roll tonight had a real fine ball game, 12 points. Trent Mitchell with 6 points. Sean Novy with 2. Gary Mance with 2. Eric Smith with 2. the final score tonight here at Cedar Rapids Prairie, Iowa City Little Hawks 95, the Cedar Rapids Prairie Fighting Hawks 81. For Dave Evans, George Jones, and Jerry Evers, Paul Betcher signing off tonight from Cedar Rapids Prairie.
We're done.
(15-2). They did get the other run across here as Awandasan scores. And we'll see who's batting there now. Okay, number 17 is Brandon Gonzalez. Stepping in here now to face Ben Almas. Here's a pitch. Down low, a ball. (15-2) now. Up high, a ball to Gonzalez. Here's a pitch inside. They're going to throw to third. They got him. He's out of there. And that's 2 outs now for, as Brandon Gonzalez bats. There's a ball hit out into right field. Jason Gooding measures, makes a catch. That's all for Hawaii here in the top of the 4th inning. They come up with 1, 2, 3 runs on 1 base hit. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The score, Hawaii 15, Canada 2. Here's the pitch to number 33 for Canada. A ground ball hits the shortstop. Throw to first base. And let's see. Base hit. They're going to give it to him. Give it to him nothing. He earned it. It was a close play. Canada off and running here in the